Hello again, guys and girls, the Gears of War community. Welcome back to another Gears of War 3 gameplay commentary. So, what you're watching today is a King of the Nasher gameplay. So, I have cut that down to like a six and a half or almost 6 minute gameplay. And I joined midway through a match and it lasted about 10 minutes. So I thought, you know what, may as well cut it down a bit so you only get to see the good bits. And it does get better towards the end, I do think. So, yes. Anyway, I think that the Gears of War 3 discussion and basically just talking about anything Gears of War 3 related in an intellectual form, which is what I tend to like to do. I'm not sure if I kind of put that off in a commentary. I like to put things out intellectually, but if you're not getting that vibe, then I'm doing something wrong. But anyway, I think that talking about Gears of War 3 in that sense is getting a little dry. Almost all subjects have been covered either by me or by someone else, and it's just like, I can't really think of much to talk about anymore. But Judgment is coming along, and it has got a lot of things to discuss. So what I want to talk about today is the possible game types in Judgment. Now, I talked about the other day how that it is quite possible, or not even possible, it is confirmed that a lot of game types will be getting specific maps created for that game type. For example, TDM will be different maps to free-for-all. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure if Execution, King of the Hill, and, you know, game types like that come in the same class as TDM, because obviously free-for-all is a completely different game in town altogether, so they might completely change that and just say, you know, there's like maps for Horde, maps for free-for-all, and then maps for everything else. But I do hope they make maps for King of the Hill and other game modes, which is what I want to get into today. So with that possibility, there is also another possibility that arises. Now, beforehand, we've talked about, or Arctic a lot has talked about, how it would be good to have a bomb game type in Judgment, although the maps don't make it that easy to do that, because the maps are very kind of compact, if you know what I mean. If you look at a map on Call of Duty where you'd have a S&D game, and it might take you a little longer to run from one side of the map to the other, simply because there's no straight line, there's loads of different houses and things everywhere, and the map is a lot more complex than the maps you get on Gears of War. But if they are trying to make maps for specific game types, they could make a Gears style map but make it elongated, so that it would be possible for basically possible for Gears of War to accommodate a new game type, which would be something like Search and Destroy of Call of Duty, which I think would be a very good, would basically be a very good game type, because if there's anything I can appreciate from Call of Duty, it is the I can't even speak, it is the S&D game type. It is a very good game type, it is a very well thought out game type, maybe a bit stolen from Counter-Strike, but it doesn't matter. Everything's stolen these days. It doesn't matter where you got it from, it's how you did it eventually. So, what I want to get across here is, while it is possible, there are a few things that need to be thought out first. I mean, do we keep the 3-lane rule? To those of you who don't know what that means, a 3-lane rule is basically what most good maps of Gears of War are based on. So all map has the 3 lanes. Right now we're looking at Gridlock. So the 3 lanes, they're not specifically lanes, obviously, but the 3 areas which you can travel through in the center of the map are obviously up in the tower, which is the top. then you have the nades area, which is the middle, and then you have the boom shot area, which is the bottom. Those are the 3 lanes. If you were to take checkout, you would have the checkout area, which is the power weapon and the insins. Then you would have the nades area, which is just a kind of center, and then you would have home electronics, which has the heavy weapon in it, and those are your 3 lanes. So you get what I'm trying to get at. Now, if you're only having 2 teams going directly at each other, it might not be necessary to have those 2 lanes. You might have, or have those 3 lanes rather, you might have 2 lanes instead, but they kind of they split up a little bit and they're conjoined in certain places, but not completely. So it will be interesting to see a kind of bomb or objective game type in Gears of War. But it depends on how well it is done. Obviously, it needs specific maps. I just can't see a bomb game type working on a map like this. It's too compact. If you went to the objective, every single person on the map would know you were there within about 5 seconds. And you'd get lanced tits, and it would be impossible to either activate the bomb or just do anything like deactivate or even just get down there. It would just be really difficult, and it just wouldn't work with the maps that we have right now. But anyway, guys, I have been a little bit rambly in this commentary. I do apologise, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. If you really enjoyed, then leave me a subscribe. I will bring you some more content in the next few days and years, hopefully. Next few days, months and years, because I plan to be around here for a long time. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and goodbye.